Hi student friends. Today we are going to start the internal structure of the Marchantia thallus. Last class we have seen the external features of the Marchantia thallus. Today we are going to see the internal structure of the Marchantia thallus. So internal structure of the Marchantia thallus. Mainly the thallus is primitive structure. So it does not have any complex tissues. It only have some parenchymatous tissue. So this internal structure is differentiated into three regions: epidermis, photosynthetic region, storage region. First one is epidermis, second photosynthetic region, third one is storage region. So here the epidermis is again differentiated into upper epidermis and lower epidermis. Because it shows dorsiventrally differentiation, so the upper epidermis and lower epidermis are of different colors. The upper epidermis, which have single layer of epidermal cells, and it is interrupted with air pores. The upper epidermal layer is not a continuous layer. It is interrupted with air pores. So these air pores are barrel shaped air pores. These air pores consist of 4 to 8 barrel shaped, ఇలా పీపా ఆకారంలో ఉంటాయి, barrel shaped structure. So these barrel shaped air pores, which shows a complex structure which has 4 to 8 tiers of cells. 4 to 8 tiers of cells. Tiers. So these tiers are superimposed tiers. So each tier, which has again 4 to 5 cells, each tier consists of 4 to 5 cells. So it will be like this. It shows a ring-like structure. So this ring-like structure, which consists of 4 to 8 tiers of cells, these tiers of cells, which again each tier consists of 4 to 5 cells. Like that, it forms a collar-shaped structure. Collar-shaped structure with 16 to 40 cells. So all these cells forms into a collar-like structure, a ring-like structure, which shows a barrel-shaped air pore. These air pores mainly, which opens into the subepidermal region, which helps in gaseous exchange, and below the upper epidermis there will be a photosynthetic region, that is subepidermal region. The subepidermal region, which is again divided into air chambers. So these air chambers, these air chambers are formed by the septa. The septa are 4 to 5 cells. The septa are formed by 4 to 5 cells, which are arranged uniseriately. Arranged cells. So they form a septa, which is a divider. So the subepidermal region, the subepidermal region is a cavity-like structure, which it develops from the intercellular spaces. The expansion of the intercellular spaces. The expansion of the intercellular spaces forms into schizogenous cavities. These schizogenous cavities are also known as air chambers. So this subepidermal region is a cavity-like structure, air chambers, which is divided by septa. So now each chamber consists of a assimilatory filaments. These are the branched filaments which is full of chlorophyll. So each chamber consists of assimilatory filaments. These assimilatory filaments are photosynthetic filaments which are full of chlorophyll. And these help in photosynthesis and they prepare the food materials. They take the carbon dioxide from the air present in the air chambers and they release the oxygen. So this is also known as photosynthetic region. Photosynthetic region which consists of air chambers. The air chambers are divided by septa and each air chamber consists of assimilatory filaments. These assimilatory filaments which are branched, which arises from the base of the air chamber. These are branched structures and they are full of chlorophyll. They help in photosynthesis and prepares the food materials. Now coming to the third region, storage region. The storage region is the third region. The prepared food materials by the process of photosynthesis which stores in the storage region. So these cells, the storage region consists of a parenchymatous tissue, parenchymatous cells, which are compactly arranged without intercellular spaces. So these parenchymatous tissue, which consists of starch grains, more starch grains and less chlorophyll. And here and there are some of the large cells present which consists of oil droplets or the mucilaginous material. Some of the cells which are larger in size which consists of mucilaginous material or the oil droplets. And then all the cells, the remaining cells which has less chlorophyll and more starch grains. And coming to the lower epidermis, the epidermis is divided into upper epidermis and lower epidermis. The lower epidermis is continuous layer which is not having any air pores, but it produces some of the rhizoids and scales on the lower side. So the rhizoids are of two types. Here we can observe two types of rhizoids. Smooth walled rhizoids and tuberculate rhizoids. Packed rhizoids we can say. Packed or tuberculate rhizoids and smooth walled rhizoids. So what is the function of the rhizoids? As we know that the rhizoids which helps in absorption of water and anchorage to the plant or the thallus. And also you can see the presence of scales. The scales are also produced from the lower epidermis. The scales are multicellular scales. The scales, what is the function of the scales? The scales helps in prevention of the plant to desiccation. Prevention of the plant from the desiccation. Desiccation means that is, it is not going to dry up the plant. It helps to keep the plant in moisture conditions. So, this is the internal structure of the Marchantia thallus. Briefly we can see the epidermis is divided into upper and lower epidermis. Upper epidermis is interrupted with air pores. The air pores are barrel-shaped structure which helps in gaseous exchange, which shows the complex structure. And below the upper epidermis, we can see the subepidermal region. The subepidermal region is a schizogenous cavities which are divided into air chambers with the help of septa formation. The septa are 4 to 5 celled height in structure. They are uniseriately arranged cells and each air chamber consists of assimilatory filaments. These assimilatory filaments helps in photosynthesis to prepare the food materials. The prepared food materials are again stored in the storage region. The third region is storage region. So here we can see the presence of starch grains and less chlorophyll. The storage region is a is made up of parenchymatous tissue which helps in storing the food materials, and some of the larger cells which is having mucilaginous material and oil droplets, and then the lower epidermis also which produces unicellular rhizoids. It is a characteristic feature of the Marchantia. Unicellular rhizoids. The rhizoids are of two types, smooth walled and tuberculate or packed rhizoids, and the multicellular scales. Presence of unicellular rhizoids and multicellular scales. Thank you.